Hello. When do you know it's time for you to stop healing and start building? When I was deep in my healing journey, my days revolved around triggers, psychic attacks, energy attacks, and the constant battle of spiritual warfare. I felt deeply connected to my intuition. My third eye was open, and I always knew what I had to do next. Sit with the triggers, analyze them, find out the root cause, feel your emotions, process the emotions, transmute the energy. For each of the attacks that were sent my way during the warfare, there were different tactics that I used. And I somehow always knew which ones to use where, when to send to the center, when to completely ignore, when to sit with it, feel, and process, and when to send to God's light. It was as though I just knew it, even though it was the very first time that I was doing it. So when you are right in the middle of your healing journey, this is a sign when you're so connected with the spiritual realms and your intuition is like top notch. That is when you know that it's time for you to just focus on your healing. And then after all of that, I received a clear message: take action, expose the energies, close the karmic cycle. But I didn't. I was scared, I was grieving, because everything I thought I knew about my life had crumbled and I needed time to process. So I lingered in the healing phase longer than necessary. I would say at least 6 months longer than necessary. And then one day I realized I no longer have the energy to sit and dissect and analyze and transmute. And that is when I knew that something is shifting. The message changed. It was no longer about transmuting the past, it was about stepping into the future. And now I was being asked to express, expand, create, build. And instead of focusing on what I had to clear, I had to focus on what I have to bring in. Instead of analyzing my old wounds, I had to train my mind to think in new ways. Instead of fighting, I had to now focus on becoming. This is how you know that it's time for you to stop healing and start creating. Number one, your triggers feel less intense. When analyzing your past feels exhausting rather than enlightening, you intuitively feel the nudge to create, but fear is holding you back. And when your energy naturally shifts from cleansing to building, healing has its time and place, but at some point, you have to step out of the cycle of release and step into the cycle of creation, because we're not meant to heal forever, we're meant to live.